All right, welcome back to LearnWire. We're going to be looking at a plugin that I wanted to do a review on the other day, but wasn't there. I went and found in the forums that it had to, I guess, get removed or something like that. Had to get some things approved, recertified with OpenAI in order to be back on the App Store. And we're going to go and look at that real quick. It's a SEO type application plugin, right? And so we come in here, we'll go into the plugin store, and actually, what's interesting right here is you'll notice that if we go over under all, there's now 17 pages. And if you go to my video from 2 days ago on Friday, you'll see that I believe there was only like 11 or 12 pages. So just in the span of 2 full days, we have another additional like 5 pages, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8. So we're looking at another 40 plugins that just hit the plugin store over the last 2 days. And so they're going, one thing I've even seen some funny things in the Zim writer group that said something like, ChatGPT, hey, make a just some funny prompts, can you make a search bar for the plugin store? How hard would it be for them to add a little search function up here, and you could type in SEO, or you could type in, if you're looking for something, that you could type in the word lecture and you'd be able to find this. I mean, because do we really need to scroll through 15 pages of this to find something that we're looking for? They need to put in a search bar. They need to put in a categories right here so you can go and shop that way. The fact that there is, now probably a couple hundred of these in here in the store, I think it's starting to get to the point where it's big enough that they definitely need to put a search bar. So a little bit of a critique there. Right over here, this is cool. I've only installed a couple of these so far, but right now we're going to go back over here to all, and then SEO. Cool. I don't have to search for it. The SEO.app looks like, I don't know why it says it's installed, because it's not showing up as a option. So let's go back over here, and then maybe I can, nope, it's not letting me select from there as well. So kind of interesting. I'm going to come back over here, and maybe I need to just uninstall it and then maybe install. And I believe we've got to go in here and sign up. So I'm going to go sign up real quick. And this is how this company is operating. They're doing it smart. They're actually capturing your email address before they'll let you use the application, which is smart, because then now they can send you updates if the app has any major updates, and they can do any kind of marketing that they want. And because they're giving you free access to the software, so I think it's fair for them to get an email address. So smart plugins are going to do something like that, right? So we have the SEO app right here. I'm going to go ahead and just click just the SEO app, your personal SEO assistant for content marketing. Now, I may have come across a couple YouTube videos of other people using this tool, but I don't remember really what I saw other than just telling it to write an article. It is supposedly going to write an SEO article because it's built to be able to write better SEO articles. So let's just go over here and let's go into, well, we could either use Insta Keywords, or right now currently I'm paying for and have access to SE ranking. So let's just go and log into SE ranking for this tutorial. Let's go find some keywords real quick. We'll just go over to the keyword research section over here. And let's just say something like the best tools for beginner gardening. I don't know what keyword is going to spit out, but let's find the best keyword that is for best tools for beginner gardeners or gardening, something like that. So now it looks like, yeah, that keyword phrase isn't good, but best tools for gardening is a phrase. What we're going to do is go to the detailed report right over here and see if we can find a keyword that has a little bit less competition. We'll go over here to the related section over here, and I'll go to a filter, and then we'll go to difficulty. I'm going to go with 30 at the max, and I'll just apply and just see what we can look for right over here. So we've got some search volume over here: garden tools for digging, garden tools, digging. Let's see, digging, gardening tools, small gardening shovel. Some good ones. Best gardening tool sets. That might be really good. Best gardening tool sets. It's 12 right here, and it gets good search volume. So let's go with that one. Best gardening tool sets. Let's go back over to our trusty old ChatGPT Plus. Now, I think it's important to mention that to gain access to the plugin store, right? To gain access to all these new plugins that are going to be built on top of ChatGPT and just take it to a whole nother level. If you didn't already think that ChatGPT is basically AI content generation on steroids, well, they're going to be pumping it with every steroid on earth with all these different plugins that we're going to be able to put inside of ChatGPT to make it even that much easier to use, better to use. It's going to be able to go and use live scraping, connect with different websites, find I'll probably even do tutorials on like how to use it with Expedia, how you can find the cheapest ticket on the exact day that you need to fly out that is a nonstop flight and so forth, right? And to be able to do it very quickly, like with using AI, it's like a dream come true. This has actually moved a lot faster than I even thought that it was possible or that it was going to move, considering that we're only about 6 months since ChatGPT was really a big thing and kind of got launched out. And we're already arriving at being able to connect with websites and with software to make it more efficient, right? So you just go to the App Store and find what you're looking for and push install. And then it kind of it installs it inside of your cloud version of ChatGPT, right? And then you're able to come in here and select what apps you want. You can have them all turned on, and ChatGPT is going to be smart enough to utilize the apps appropriately the way that it needs to use them, right? And so in this case, just to make sure that we're only using the SEO.app, because that's the one that I really wanted to demo today, we're going to go ahead and just select that one. We're going to come through here and I'm going to say, and I haven't done any prompt engineering ahead of time to figure out what the best prompt is for this. I don't know if we want to try to do an all-in-one article. I want to see what it can do if I just tell it to write an article. But of course, we can say, give me an outline, then write an introduction. We can go about it that way to get more content. But I just want to see, write a full, robust, SEO optimized roundup article on the following topic. And I'm going to put that in and we're going to push enter and to see what ends up happening. And I don't know, in order for it to go out and scrape and so forth, I really don't know if we need to also have some of those other apps on there that specifically are built to do web scraping or, scraping from URLs. I didn't put in there, we'll try a couple different things. I didn't put in there some of the websites, right? So if I come over here and we also throw that in right here, best gardening tool sets right here, we can come in here and grab here's the best gardening tool sets right here. We can go right over here and we can go to another one right here, right? So we can go and open up these different sites that have these different tool sets right over here and full blown articles. We can go and grab those as well to put those in ChatGPT to see what we're going to get. But right here, this app is using the SEO.app, the best gardening tool sets, a comprehensive roundup. So, gardening is a rewarding activity that not only beautifies your surroundings, but also provides a sense of accomplishment. However, to make the most of your gardening experience, you need the best gardening tool sets. These sets are designed to provide you with the essential tools you need to tend to your garden effectively. Why invest in gardening tool sets? So it's going to just explain that a little bit, and then factors to consider when buying garden tool sets, and then top picks for the best gardening tool sets. So we have the Pure Garden tool set. This is an affordable option for beginners. So it did give us five. We didn't tell it write a full, robust SEO optimized roundup post. So I didn't tell it to do 10. We could test that out and see if it'll do 10 better, right? And so it did give us five. I also want to go and see this Pure Garden tool set, or this one has a specific, literally a product number. I want to go and see if that one is going to end up being in one of these articles. So I'm going to go and see right there. It's not in there. Control find. It's not in there. Control find right there. It's not in here as well. So just going to go and do some more tests, kind of Scuttles gardening, garden home. So let's just say garden home maybe, or Pure Garden tool set. Just want to test this out and see if it's showing up in any of these articles that we just pulled up. And it's not. So it's pulling up right here on the third one, garden home garden tool set. Okay, that's good. So it did pull up in one of the articles. So we're one for two. Let's go and test one more out. The Scuttles. Let's just type in the word Scuttles and go to the websites as well. Right over here. It didn't show up in that one. It did show up in this one. It looks like we have the Scuttles shows up right there. and they did a whole feature section on that. So, at the end of the day, did this do a pretty good job? We have Scuttles over here as well. So I would say, it only missed one. It's very impressive because we didn't have to go out and actually type these in, right? That's the thing. You can go above and beyond, go and tell the system what articles you want it to focus on in its research. But in this case, this use case scenario, I didn't do that. And the plugin SEO.app was actually able to go out there and do real research, internet research, go out there and do its own scraping, much like you're going to find in like Koala or Agility or something like that, right? And it did come up with some really good ones right here. Okay. So we have the Remember the Best Gardening Tool Set. It gave us meta keywords, it gave us a meta description, and the article was optimized with the SEO app. So, but I can go ahead and highlight this. This is an extremely short article. I'm going to right click and word counter plus. I mean, it only did 500 words. And this is what my main complaint is with these tools right here. And that's what separates a tool like this from Koala, from Agility Writer, Zim Writer, and so forth, right? Is that those articles writers are going out and going to be doing the same thing, but they're going to really expand on this. On every single one of these, it's going to take every single one of these and it's going to write a full-blown 2 to 3,000 word roundup post for us. Okay, and so we can do more things like right here, number one, right? So we could come down here and say expand on number one, and we could push enter, and it's going to go out there, and it shouldn't take too long. But these tools are taking longer to just, instead of just writing right off the bat, it's actually going out, and right now, because it's doing the spinning right here, it is going out and it is doing some research and some real live web scraping in order to come up with more content. So we're going to see what this looks like when it's done doing this. So those are some things that we can do. So it used SEO.app, and we've got Pure Garden tool set, right? So we told it to expand on this. So this is how you would do it. A Pure Garden tool set, you'd come in here. What's included in the Pure Garden tool set? The Pure Garden tool set includes a variety of tools that cater to different gardening tasks and so forth, right? So this is what you want it to do right off the bat. I'll see if I can come up with a prompt that will do this for us, but this is where it's going to come into the quality and durability and so forth. So the stool can support up to 250 pounds. We could go and try to research this Pure Garden tool set and maybe go over to Amazon, or and just go and look at this and maybe control find 250. I don't see it saying anything about 250, about how much it can hold. 250 pounds, that seems like a lot. That bag, can it hold 250 pounds? Trying to durable gardening tools come with it. I'm not sure where it's saying something about the amount of weight that you can put in there. I don't see anything about weight. So that's interesting that ChatGPT did come up with something about talking about the weight. Priced at $29.95. Is it $29.95? Let's go back up and check it out. So it is very close. We have, well, this one's at 1471. So the pricing is a little off. So I mean, you're going to have to really go and look at the different pricing and do your due diligence. So I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, just looking at this, you definitely are going to need to come in here and double check pricing, double check the weight. So far, I didn't see anything about 250. I didn't, and the price was half of that. So you're going to want to be careful when you do that. Okay. Just so it's not 100%. That's just straight up. There are other tools that I have used that have gotten this better. And also remember that this is not ChatGPT. This is actually SEO.app. This is a plugin that is putting two technologies together in order to get this. All right. So let's come back up here and expand on our prompt over here, right? So we can go and grab this copy. We're going to go to new chat, and we are going to use plugins, and we're going to only use that. Actually, I'm going to turn on the web pilot too. Is so, and this time I want to just see for fun, I want to see which one it will pull from. If we use the exact same prompt, I want to know what happens when we have both of those selected and push enter. I want to know which one it's going to use to start writing. Okay, so it did use the SEO.app. Okay. I'm going to go into another one, ChatGPT right here. And I'm going to say, okay, so we're going to go like this, and we're going to say an optimized Roundup article, SEO optimized Roundup article on the following topic. And then I'm going to do a shift enter. I'm going to say, give the top 10 tool sets for each gardening tool set you mention. Expand on features, benefits, pros and cons, and pricing. So that's, there you go, right there. And then here are 3 URLs. Oops. Try this again. I'm going to copy. And I'm going to say stop. I accidentally did that. We're going to go into ChatGPT again, make sure GPT-4. We're going to paste that in, and then I'm going to say, what happened to my prompt? Not okay. There we go. So this right here, copy. Here are 3 URLs that you can use to research and provide the information. And we've got our URLs over here. So we're going to go and grab this URL right here, paste that in and push enter. Why did I do that? Okay, so right here, we've got, I'm able to directly access or browse the internet or for specific URLs. However, I am well equipped with knowledge up to September 21st. So they didn't do it. Okay, so let's just keep trying again. I'm going to actually copy this. And I guess I didn't have them selected. So I need my other URL over here. Bear with me. And this is what it's going to be like for, this is that unpolished aspect of my video creation. This is what it's going to be like for anybody that's actually going out and trying this for the first time. It's just showing you what the experience is. So we have these 3 different URLs right here. We said write a full, robust, zoom in a little bit, optimized SEO optimized Roundup article on the following topic: best gardening tool sets. Give the top 10 gardening tools sets for each gardening tool set you mention. Expand on features, benefits, pros and cons, and pricing. Here are 3 URLs that you can use to research and provide the information from. And let's see if it can do it now, because we do have the plugins enabled right there. Let's see what it's going to do. Is it going to use only the SEO app, or is it going to also use, okay, so it's definitely using the SEO app. So that means that it is capable of doing what we are asking it to do. So we will see what that's going to come up with real quick. We'll be right back. Okay, so here it goes, the top 10 best gardening tool sets of 2023. We didn't even tell it to do 2023, but it chose that because that's the current year. So that's really cool. A comprehensive review. Gardening is a rewarding activity that not only beautifies your space, but also provides blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's the top 10. It just immediately goes in, providing an in-depth look at the features, benefits, pros, cons, and pricing. Kit for Pros Floral Garden Tool Set. And what's the tools are easy to handle, comfortable. The set is priced reasonably, offering great value. So it didn't give us the exact price. It is going at number 5 right now, but let's say the Kit Pros. I want to go into these articles over here and see if we can find this anywhere. Right there, no. Right there, no. And did it use the third one? It did. It does have it in the third article right here. We'll go and test out some of these. The Fiskars, we'll just grab that right there and see if we can find it in these articles over here as well. So we found it in the third set. So right now it seems to be favoring that third article right now. Let's keep cruising and grab just this one right here. We'll again go into the first article and see if it's going to grab anything from there. Nope. And go over here. Nope. And the third article. So it seems to be favoring the third article 3 for 3. I'm going to come through and look at this one right over here. I think that this one was from one of the other articles. Nope. So, okay, so that one is not showing in any of the articles. We have this Food 52. I'm going to check that article as well. I want to see how this is working, right? Like, where is it gathering the information from? It doesn't seem to be, it didn't grab it from any of those articles right there. So it's not doing it 100%, and we just need to be aware of that, right? There's some stuff over here, key phrase, best gardening tool set. Like, I'm not really sure what's going on right here. The plugin is kind of having a hiccup right here. Look what's happening right here. We can't really use that. Some weird coding stuff going on. It does seem like it you did write the whole article and it feels like it's done. So I mean, I think it did an okay job. We would have to fix this and rewrite that part right there. It gives you meta keywords, meta description, and it tells you when it is done. I'm going to come over here and look at what size of article that it produced for us. We're going to right click and word counter. So it did give us a 765 word article. So I think it's cool. It's pretty impressive. It's not 100%. I think that you could come up with probably some cool prompts, maybe doing a little bit at a time. I would say I'll probably make another video and I'll start trying to do some specific prompt engineering where we only do a little bit of the article at a time without asking it to just, go out and use these three URLs and do a perfect Roundup post. It did pretty good. I'd have to do some more research just to make sure that these are actual real products. They probably are, but it seemed to, on probably half or more of them, it used one of the articles, and then it probably used other information on the web to gain access to the rest. It is impressive that it did use the 2023 and so forth right off the bat, and you're not able to do that if you don't have this plugin. ChatGPT would not be able to do this type of article post without these different plugins. So overall, I mean, I would probably rate this about a 7, maybe an 8 if I'm being, a little bit more generous. The fact that it doesn't write 1,000 or 2,000 word post right off the bat, and there's tools out there that you're able to do that. There's tools out there that I would be able to write less prompt. I would be able to do even less than this. And it would actually be able to go out there and give factual information and give us a giant Roundup post, very accurate with images, with everything. And so that's the difference between the different applications, right? I think this is just going to get better and better. I think that there's probably ways that we can use this to our advantage a little bit better than what I just showed. But this just shows you I asked it to do a Roundup post and gave it 3 URLs, and this is what I got, right? So you guys can be the judge what you guys think about the application. There's a lot more app plugins that are coming to ChatGPT. I'll keep doing some reviews and just kind of letting you guys know what is available and what they are going to be able to do for us. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember, we're doing a giveaway. I keep forgetting to mention this at the beginning of the videos, but I think that's okay too, because, loyal, dedicated viewers and subscribers are going to go ahead and comment and like anyways. And I really appreciate you guys. We are doing our last giveaway this week. So next Monday, we will be handing out a free piece of software. All you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment on as many videos that I come out with this week, and you have a chance to win the free software. All right. So thanks for tuning into this video, and I'll see you next time.